Come on. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go! 50, plant!
I know you ain't got it.
Snap!
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Right here, right here.
61, matchbox lights!
Switch. Switch.
Hey, zoom!
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, 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 hey,
Hey, exit!
hey. Mike 50.
Get it!
Griffin gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Tupper! Hey, seam 6! Seam 6!
55.
Out of the gun, Griffin. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, 70 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Be ready, be ready.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, check 24, check 24. 11.
Blue draw quarters.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check 24. Check 24.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Here we go again. Here we go.
Now it's Locke. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
They're going to go. It's Locke. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight
Go.
ends. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Ready?
Cook. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
It's going to be a long day.
80 weapon.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Shoot.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Nice 7. Keep Griffin. Keep Griffin.
Now Griffin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Olivier Vernon drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You look right there. Don't look right there. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing his Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, 51 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Back. Tight go.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. 22 jet bombers. Hey, orbit. Watch the shot. Fire.
From the gun, it's Griffin. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jaron Reed, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Griffin. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Down. 10-2 saw. General West. 5.
Shift.
Now.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's locked. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Check out.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Colts 14, Patriots 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Go, go, go. Check your backer, check your backer.
26-6, pull it high. Bang, 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 bang.
Shoot.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, Delta. Big Griffin.
Once again, Griffin. He gets it to Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
Check 43. He's coming, he's coming.
You draw quarters. Let's go.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
The 37-yard line.
He's crossing. He's check. Check 99. Check 99.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw, Luck. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Check out. 53 is mine. Now watch one.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Intercepted by the Colts. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Luck. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But
and they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's second and
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Even. 4 down, even.
Luck now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over.
at their own 39-yard line.
Ready.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clear.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Griffin. He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Broniker. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin throwing the out route incomplete. That's man. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Haywood.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Yes. 2.
Now Griffin. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 30 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on second down. Luck. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
From the gun on third down, Luck. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
You got nothing. Check, 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 check.
Now it's Hines. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Luck. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Colts first down.
Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What we got? Switch, switch, switch. Monday.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second and 7, Luck. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 35 on second down, Griffin. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Griffin. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Fresno. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Lucky. Tighten up.
Protein spill. Hey, dude.
So that'll back him up 5. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
132 fighter.
Watch twist.
Hey, exit. Hey.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, watch the screen.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 55.
5.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Staying on the ground with Mack. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
On 1st down, Mack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Cook. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Griffin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Griffin, and he'll get that to Michelle, complete. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, orbit.
Hey, check right. Watching you find. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Ready?
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the carry, it's Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check 52.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Griffin. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Cook running right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch gears. Mike's 50.
A give. This is Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Not today, you are. Not today.
Go.
Go, Mike 50. Mike 50. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Shift. Check 3.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round.
Marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.